The carefree life of a kitten. But with the cost of living at such a high, not everything is fun and games. 62% of UK households have a pet, whether it's a dog, a rabbit, a guinea pig or a gorgeous cat like Periwinkle. Our animal companions are a huge part of so many of our lives. But with the cost of living still at crisis levels, could our pets be suffering too? I paid a visit to the Warrington branch of Cats Protection to find out what kind of impact the cost of living crisis is having.
We have had an increase on our waiting lists. So in care, we roughly look after around 150 to 200 cats across 2 centres per month, and we've had an increase of 20% across nationally as well as locally on our waiting list.
As more and more Brits struggle to cope with paying their bills and feeding their families, some are having to face the unthinkable, giving up their pet.
So what we would suggest, if somebody has found they're in that situation where they need to give up their animals, you can get in touch with your local adoption centre or branch, and that's what we're here to do, is to help. We help through adoption and rehoming animals. That's what we are here to help with.
Of course, giving up a pet should always be the last resort. But it's comforting to know that at places like Cats Protection, every single one of their feline residents is given the best care possible.
Hi. So right now I'm just having a lovely little cuddle with our chrysanthemum here, who came into the centre with a number of other cats from a multi-cat household where the lady had been struggling to pay for the cost of neutering, so the number of cats had got out of control for her. So the next steps for him will be that he'll be neutered, he'll be microchipped, and when the vet's happy that he's fully recovered, we will find him a loving forever home.
As she played with Chrysanthemum, I asked Nicola if she'd noticed the impact of rising costs on pet owners.
The cost of living crisis is really showing at the moment. I would say the majority of the phone calls we get now at the centre are people needing to rehome their cats because they can no longer afford to look after them. And lots of families ring and tell me that if it's feed the children or feed the cat, then, it has to be the children that come first.
No family wants to give up their pet, but as prices peak and budgets break, some are being left without a choice. Sophie Reaper, GB News.